All right, everyone. Now we are in the fifth lesson of this module. And in this lesson, we are going to learn the most practical and most useful part of this entire module, the exact steps to calculate the rate analysis. Before we move into the video, just a quick note. I've added discounted links to my full Udemy courses in the description and the pinned comment below. If you want everything explained clearly and practically, make sure to check them out. So once you understand these steps, trust me, you can calculate rate of any item in civil engineering. So let's go step by step. The first step that you need to follow is, I'll show you step 1. You need to understand the item that you are going to analyze the rate of. So you need to understand the item. All right. And you need to understand what that item is, what is it, okay, and how it is measured and how it is measured. So how it is measured, it's connected with the unit of the item, unit of the item. And this is very important. For example, for excavation work, the excavation work you do, the unit is meter cube. For concrete work, concrete PCC, RCC, it's meter cube. But for the plaster, it's meter square, right? And for painting also, it's meter square. For the flooring work, let's say for the tiles, the floor is meter square, but the skirting on the sides of the wall, it's running meter. So this is very important because when you multiply in meter cube, what are you doing? You are multiplying the length with the breadth with the height. Let's say the length is 2 meter, the breadth is, let's say, 2 meter, and the height is, let's say, 3 meter. And the quantity now is 3 to 12 meter square, right? But for the plaster, you're only measuring the length, let's say 4 meter, by, let's say, breadth 6 meter. So it's the quantity. So this is meter cube, sorry. This is 24 meter square. Okay. Let's say the excavation work, if you measure only in meter square, let's say the depth is constant, right? This depth part is constant and you're only measuring the length and the breadth. So the quantity now becomes 2 times 2, it's 4 meter square. You see how the quantity changes when the unit of measurement changes. And with that, the rate also changes. If, let's say, for somehow the rate mentioned is for, I'm taking this as an example, rate mentioned is for meter cube, but you put the quantity as meter square. Instead of 12, you put 4, then your rate calculation will be mistaken. Okay, so the units are really important. And to get the units, you need to follow the standards that is given in any textbook. You can find standards for all the items. So next step is, so once you know the item, once you know the unit, next step is material breakdown, and quantity per unit. Okay. So for every item, you need to break it down into materials required. For example, let's say for 1 meter cube of brick, 1 meter cube of brick, so you will need number of bricks. You need to calculate. So how to do this exact calculation we will learn in the next module. Now just memorize these steps. So you need quantity of cement for the mortar, and then you need quantity of sand. So this combined we call as mortar. Okay, and they are mixed in a certain ratio. Let's say 1:4, 1:6. So 1 part of cement and 6 part of the sand. Okay, and for also okay, so this is for the brick, and for the concrete the materials will be cement, sand, aggregate, and sometimes some chemicals. Okay, and also water. So you need these quantities per unit quantity of that item, and this is called as material breakdown. So once you know the material, then you need to multiply with the rate of each material. You multiply all the material with the rate to get the cost of material, right? So next is, so after you have done with the material, next is you need labor requirement. Labor requirement, and this you normally get from the norms. That is usually norms. It's a document that is followed in the region where you are working or where you are doing this analysis. So this is normally calculated from the concept that how many laborers, that includes skilled and unskilled laborers, and how much time do they need to finish one unit of work, and and this depends on the labor productivity. For example, let's say that one skilled plus uh, one helper, one unskilled, they do how much? Let's say 10 meters square of plaster in a day, plaster per day. Then for 1 meter square, how much skilled? It's 1 by 10. And how much unskilled? You need 1 by 10 unskilled labor. So this is skilled and this is unskilled. Okay, so this is how you calculate for per unit item of work. But how do you know that how much of this work is done per day? And this you do from the norms. Norms document. Okay, and let's say that if the cost of skilled labor is rupees 2000 per day, then you multiply with its quantity to get its cost. Similarly for the unskilled, and then you add skilled plus unskilled, you add to get the total labor cost. All right. Okay. So after that, the next thing you need to do is you need step 4. Step 4 is tools and equipment. Tools and equipment. And this is normally taken as a percentage, sometimes 2, 3, 4% of material. So you calculate the total cost of material, you multiply it with, let's say, 2%, and then you get the cost of tools and equipment. So what tools do you need? For example, for concreting work, you need mixer, you need cube box, you need vibrator, okay, you need leveler, right? You need wheelbarrow and those things, and also diesel and operator charges, hourly renter charges, those things. All right. So next and very important thing is transportation cost. This is very important. In the transportation cost, what you can do is you calculate the total cost at certain location that you know. For example, if this is your whole area, right? And this is the location where material is available, and this is your project site. So what do? You calculate the total cost at this location. You add the cement cost, you add the sand cost, you add the aggregate cost, everything you do here. The place where you know the rate of. Then from here to here, calculate the distance. So calculate the distance and how many trippers do you need to transport unit volume of that item, and add the cost of those trippers, drivers, fuel, everything. Okay, and that this is how you calculate the transportation cost, and you add it. So finally, important thing is you need overhead plus profit. Overhead plus profit. So what is overhead? Overhead is that support work but are not directly the part of it. So the overhead includes, for the overhead, it includes site office. If you are doing the concrete work, then site office is not the part of that particular concrete work, but it is in general over there, right? So it is not tied to any particular work. So engineers or supervisor salary, I'll say salary of staff. Then it's temporary works that you do. Then it's safety measures that you adopt over there. Then it's electricity cost that you have to bear. Okay, so these things, they are not item specific. I mean, you're not paying the staff just for the concrete work, just for the brickwork. You're paying the staff on the monthly basis for all the works, right? They are necessary for the project to run, and this is normally 5% of the total cost. So total cost means material, labor, equipment, and transportation. You add, then 5%, you get the overhead. It's normally 5 to 10%. Let's take 5%. Okay. Then it's the profit. It's the contractor's profit percentage. And contractors, they normally will charge 10%. So overhead and profit, it will combinedly become 15% of the total cost. You do all these things, add 15% for overhead and profit, then you get the final cost. So you add up everything, then you get the final rate. Okay, so with this, your full conceptual understanding of rate analysis is done. You now know what is it, why it is important, where it is used, and exactly how to calculate it step by step. From the next lesson, we jump into the actual item-wise rate analysis. This is where the real fun begins, okay? Earthwork, brickwork, plaster, everything, concrete work. All right, so see you in the next lecture.